Art, the quality, production, or expression according to aesthetic principles of what is beautiful, appealing, or of more than ordinary significance. Dramatize, to put into a form suitable for acting on stage, to express or represent vividly, emotionally, or strikingly. Script analysis with Rachel Sorsacori and Donico Smith. As I mentioned at the top of the show, today's script analysis is Eccentric. Eccentric was chosen from the first months of this broadcast. We started in July, we read scripts, and we picked Eccentric. So Rachel and Donico are going to tell you about the auditions, they're going to tell you about the characters, and they're just going to recap a little bit about the play so that you know what's coming up. I'd say May is our target date for production. Script analysis with Rachel Sorsacori and Donico Smith.
Hello and welcome to Riprap Entertainment Television. We have an exciting program for you today. Today we're going to be recapping our first decided on play that has made it through for production at Riprap Theatre. Yay!
Go!
It is a very exciting day. And so we are going to be taking you back to Eccentric by Ernest Hemmings, a play that we had discussed last season, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just a really strong, powerful, charged play that was very maturely written and very professional.
And dang funny as well.
And funny and sexy and riveting and absurd. It's sort of a dark comedy, I guess you could say, but it has a lot of absurdist elements in it. We're going to give you a little bit of a breakdown of the characters because we are now in auditions for Eccentric. You can find audition information on nowcasting.com and riprapentertain.com. But we're going to go over the list of characters for you, so if you feel that you are suitable for any of the characters that we mentioned and talk about the synopsis of the play again, please feel free to audition. And on top of that, writers, keep submitting because this could be you right now. Your play, if it had been chosen, could be about to be produced this spring here at Riprap Entertainment Television. So it's a very exciting day. Why don't we go ahead and just give a little synopsis, I guess, of the show.
A married couple, young, early 30s, a man and woman are at...
Joan and Chris.
Joan and Chris are at an airport. We learn and they're going to be interrogated for what has just been found in their bag at the airport. They've been on vacation in London from America, and they've had a wild night of partying and sexual hedonism and drug abuse, and their party did not go the way that they hoped it would go, and they are now in trouble with the authorities.
It's brought up, they have in the past discussed or during sex they talk about in fantasy including another woman into their sexual escapades, and Joan kind of stops herself and says, you know, why does it end there? Why does it end with the fantasy? I think I might be into it.
And so
I think
Chris,
I want to do it.
as soon as he hears this announcement that she's willing to do more than just talk about it, he is on it, just like that, and he starts rolling off names of people. He's jumping out of bed, looking at. So they go through the names of various women that they know, decide they need to go.
Very funny episode there of coming up with, because she doesn't want a stranger. You know, he's thinking we'll just dial up a prostitute. She's like, I'm sure they smell real nice. Not such a great idea. She wants to go with someone that they know. However, there's no one that they know who's ever going to be ready and willing at the drop of a hat to just come.
We come across Natasha. We come across
Natasha's Mona. Natasha's one of the characters. She's dressed in a cat suit and she's a dominatrix of sorts. So.
Small role, but she makes a very big impression during her scene where she comes on and she's, you know, giving orders and telling them what they're going to do.
Very funny too.
So they rule out Natasha.
Right.
They also float the idea of bringing Mona.
Another character in
She's
play.
a sweet Midwestern girl who is
very
just
religious,
happy to be there. Also, small part.
Very funny.
But she's got a very funny bit there that's important to moving things along, which would, I would think, make this a very fun show to watch as an audience member, because you're going, now where are they next?
You actually get to use your imagination, which is a clever idea.
Yeah, it's a really brilliantly conceived show, and that's one of the reasons why we glommed onto it.
Yeah, we really enjoyed this from the first out. It was just, it stuck out as something, you know, that was fresh. It was, it captured our attention. It was sexy. It made me feel a little voyeuristic, which I always like. Not just always in the sexy sense, but you know, you always want to feel like you maybe shouldn't be there with these characters, that maybe this should be something that they should be doing privately on their own time. And that gives you the sense of you're being included, and it's really a powerful tool that I think Ernest plays with very well. So those are the character breakdowns. That's basically, the synopsis is, right, they're searching now actively for their third party, for their menage a trois.
Whom they find.
And they find this young British girl at a party.
So together, the three of them leave the party, go back to the hotel room, and to begin with, the couple thinks is going to be their fantasy fulfilled here.
They're finally gonna do it, and things are going swimmingly. They're making out, they're starting to get into it. We won't give away too much of the details for our potential audience members who are going to come see this play. But it is absurd, it's darkly humorous, it works really well, and I'm very excited about having Eccentric come back into the fore.
This will be the California premiere.
So if you feel you are appropriate for any of these roles, or if this play sounds exciting to you and you'd like to participate,
be sure to just jump into the casting process. We're going to be putting the notice up on nowcasting.com, as well as casting information on our Riprap website, which is riprapentertain.com.
Yes. And our potential audience members, get ready, it's going to be a good one.
Thanks, Rachel. Thanks, Donico, and thank you, Ernest Hemmings, for submitting this wonderful play. We look forward to meeting you, and we look forward to producing this. This is going to be a lot of fun. We'll be right back.